So yes, I fully understand that we're in a little bit of a different spot right now. I just wanted to get this filmed really quickly because I've done editing this video. So yeah, anyway. Hello everyone. So today's video was a very fun video for me to film. I really enjoyed it. However, I am sorry, there was a couple of days where I didn't film anything, but the page count is still there. So you're not missing out on anything. It just would have been really hectic days and I wouldn't have been able to film. But essentially, this video originally was going to be called how many pages I can realistically read in a week because I'm back at uni, but it's just how many pages I read in a week. So that's what today's video is. Essentially, I just sat down every day and kept track of how many pages I read. So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's get into the video. Hello everyone. So as you guys heard in the intro, we're doing a very exciting video today, and I figured this was like the perfect week to do it because I am back at uni in full swing. Also, if you can hear the kettle in the background, I'm really sorry. I am making myself an iced coffee. Yes, I know that sounds weird, I add sugar. I'll try to fix it in post. Anywho, I'm digressing. Yeah, we're gonna do like how many pages I can realistically read or how many pages I realistically read in a week being a full-time uni student. I am currently doing 4 units at uni at the moment. So I have 4 days that I attend classes a week. So I've just done my morning class, like my Monday morning class. I have a class tomorrow morning. I have a class, I technically have like 2 classes Wednesday afternoon, and then I have a class midday Friday. So, or like early afternoon on Friday. So yeah, like I said, it's really, really busy. So yeah, the book that I'm currently reading, and I do not have any interest in reading anything else, is Taming 7. So like my swapping screen time, I'm going to continue to read this during this vlog, but I'm not going to tell you what this book is about or like my ratings and reactions to this book. I'll tell you if I'm enjoying it or hating it, but we're not going to go in depth on this just purely because I'm still vlogging my Reading Boys of Tommen vlog. I'm essentially going to just read for a little bit. I do also really need to edit today because I don't have a video to go out for next week. So I have 2 videos that I need to edit currently that are sitting there that need to be edited, as well as I need to start editing my Boys of Tommen vlog because this is going to be up in the next couple of weeks because I only have 1 book left to read. I'm basically going to set myself like a timer for an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, read, smash out some of that, and then I'm going to sit down and edit until I have to pick up my child, and then I'll pick up my child, read for a little bit more, then cook dinner and all those sorts of things. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to sit outside in the sun because it's beautiful today. It's not like super cold, but not super hot either. And it's beautiful weather, like nice sunny weather. It's lovely. So yeah, I'm going to go sit outside for a little bit, read and enjoy the sun. I'm actually going to go sit in the other side and sit in the sun and read this book. So I will check back in when my timer goes off, and then I'll put a tally up at the end of each day as well, so you guys will be able to see. I don't know if I'm going to include Saturday and Sunday. We will definitely be doing like Monday to Friday, maybe Saturday, Sunday, we will see. So my alarm went off about 5 minutes ago, actually more like 6 minutes ago. It is 2:06, so yeah, like 6 minutes ago. I set an alarm for 2 o'clock. I have read, I think like 80 pages. I put a little tab on the top so I know what page I started on. I started on page 94 and I just read up to page 174. I'm up to chapter 25, but my alarm went off, so now I'm gonna go edit for like 2 hours. Then I've got to pick up the child and then I'll read a little bit more as well. So like we're doing a decent amount of reading today. I like to try and set myself time to read during the day. Later tonight I will probably have to do some uni work before I go to bed, which is fine, I can do that. And then I'll probably read again tonight in bed before I go to sleep. That's that. I'm gonna go edit for a couple of hours. I'll come check back in when I do start reading. Hello everyone. So I have done no reading since my last check-in. I picked my child up from school or from daycare and just like I've actually started toilet training him this afternoon. So I've had to be pretty like switched on and in tune with whatever's going on with him at the moment. And then I got my period. So I am in a lot of pain. For those of you that don't know, I have endometriosis diagnosed, like officially. I had a laparoscopy in 2018 or 2019. I was 20. So 2018? 2019. It was 2019 because I was 20. I'd had surgery and everything because I'd had an ectopic pregnancy and they went in looking for that and they found the endometriosis. So I am 100% confirmed. The only way you can confirm endometriosis is through a laparoscopy. If anyone tells you any different, they're wrong. So yeah, my periods are extremely heavy, extremely painful. They were a lot better after having a baby, but I still every now and again I will have a really bad one, and this one's a really bad one. I was standing in the kitchen trying to figure out why I was in so much pain because I literally just gotten my period, so I didn't really it didn't really click in my head properly. And then I put two and two together, and I was actually struggling to breathe because I was in so much pain. It was shooting down my thighs, it was shooting down my back, it was shooting down my butt cheeks, up my butthole. It hurt to pee. So I am going to read now because my child is going to bed. I can hear him playing around at his door, and I'm going to read, but I'm going to finish. I'm watching Criminal Minds at the moment, so I'm just going to finish watching that and play a couple of games of solitaire on my phone first, and then I'm going to read some more of Taming 7 and see what page count we get up to for today before I go to bed. I think we stopped at 80 pages earlier today. I don't know how long I'll stay up reading. I'm obviously very tired. My period really does take it out of me. I know that sounds super a lot of people oh, everyone's always like that on their periods, but no, when you have endometriosis along with there's a very high suspicion that I have POTS. Both of those combined at my time of month really, really rocks me. So I'm going to finish this episode of Criminal Minds and then I'm going to read. So far, once I finish this chapter, it'll be 96 pages. I'm going to finish that before I have a shower and jump into bed. Like I said, I might read tomorrow, tonight in bed, I might not. You guys will see it in the tally soon anyway, but this will probably be my last check-in for tonight. Like I said, I'm just going to go have a shower and jump into bed once I finish this chapter. I've got 3 pages left of this chapter, and then I'll be going to bed. Don't mind the pimple patch. It's so full. I can literally feel the lump because it's of how much stuff has come out. It's going to be really gross when I peel it off. So we've read 100 pages, say 96 pages. I will tally it all up tomorrow. I was planning on doing a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow in terms of uni work, but because I got my period, I will probably end up reading most of the day. I probably won't even end up attending my class online tomorrow just because of I know I won't be able to pay attention. I was struggling to pay attention today and it makes sense as to why. So to be honest, I'll probably end up finishing this book tomorrow. So maybe this wasn't the best week to film this, but anyway, it happens. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to go get ready for bed, and I'm going to finish this chapter, go get ready for bed and jump into bed, and you guys will see on the tally if I do end up reading anything else tonight. Hello everyone. So I have not checked in for quite some time. Well, I haven't checked in all day. I have been reading pretty much all day. I'm almost finished. I started today on page 237 and I'm currently up to 372. So I've read over 100 pages today. I'm gonna finish this today. I've only got a little bit left. I think I mentioned yesterday that I started my time of month yesterday and I have endometriosis. So my pain is ridiculous. I get really lightheaded. I get headaches. I get migraines, all of it. It's really, really rough and brutal for me. So even though I was supposed to do uni work today, I just was no, I'm going to take the day off. And to be honest, tomorrow I'll probably do the same thing because I'm kid free tomorrow. And then Thursday, Friday, I'll be getting back into uni work. So I'm going to end up reading quite a lot this week, but I'm not going to allow myself to go more than this week just because I don't want to fall behind in uni. So Thursday, Friday, I will definitely be doing uni work. I am going to keep reading. I'm loving this book. I was literally laughing so hard in this book that I was crying laughing. If you want to know my thoughts more, go watch my Reading Boys of Tommen vlog. That'll be up either just after this or just before this vlog because I literally have one book left after this. I'll probably read it next week and I have a video that's going to be up. So yeah, it'll either be up just before this or just after this one. If it is up before this one, I'll link that vlog down below. Yeah, I'm loving this book. Absolutely cackling. I could still feel dried tears because I was laughing so hard. So I just wanted to have a quick check-in. I will obviously keep updating you guys today. I probably am going to read Quicksilver after this book. As much as I want to read Releasing 10, I don't want to have two books over the the same book over 2 videos. I don't want to do that again. I'm going to read Quicksilver. That's something that's I really want to read. It's super high on my priority TBR. That's what I'm going to do. We're at 372. There's 443 pages. no, 445 pages. So I have under 100 pages left because I'm at 372. So I have under 100 pages left. Our page count will probably be like between 200 and 300 today, depending on how fast I read Quicksilver. Quicksilver's obviously a fantasy book, so I read it a lot slower. I'm going to be annotating that book too, so it does take me a little bit longer when I annotate books. That's why Taming 7 has taken me a bit longer, because I'm annotating it. Well, I'm tabbing it. I'm not necessarily annotating it yet. I'm gonna, over my 2-month break, I'm gonna go through all the books that I've like tabbed and not actually annotated and annotate them properly, which will be nice because it'll be like a little bit of a refresh before I film my like end of year reading wrap up. So yeah, I've now been blabbering on for 3 minutes. I'm going to keep reading, try and finish this book before my kid gets home, and then I'm going to start Quicksilver. So I will definitely come talk to you guys when I start Quicksilver for this video. Hello everyone, I finished Taming 7. I'm going to go get, actually I'm not going to go get it yet because I'm going to start dinner, but I am going to go put this away because I do actually want to set up annotation tabs for it and like my pens and stuff, because I'm probably going to annotate that as I go, just because it is such a thick book. So I also just realized I've already read 5 books this month, which I love. This is book 6, actually. I am mistaken. I have definitely strayed off the TBR. I think I've read 3 books on the TBR this month. I've read The Coven, which was on the TBR, Saving 6, which was on the TBR, and The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. This is the next book we're going to read, that's for sure. It definitely doesn't want to focus on that, does it? But I'm going to set up proper annotation tabs for it, just because it's going to be like blues and purples. Like, so it's going to be pretty simple, blues, purples, and blacks. So it'll be easy to annotate because I'll just use the same like purples and stuff. Because it's all going to be like purples and blues, I'm just going to use like the same blue pens so that it's easier to see. But like I'll highlight and stuff in the blues and purples. I've kind of decided that I can't be bothered to ruler everything on mine because it just takes too long. Whereas like when I'm just like reading, I can just, yeah, do it messily. So I'm going to cook dinner and then we'll set up my annotations together and read. Let me tell you how many pages I've read so far. So we started on today we started on page 237 and we read to page 445. So we read 212 pages, I think. Maybe 210 pages, like around the 210 page mark is how much we've read so far today. I will read a little bit more and I've just kept that in there so that I know. So when I go to add up later, I can add up. But that's pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go cook dinner and then we'll set up annotations for Quicksilver and then we'll start reading that and see how many pages we read tonight before I go to bed. So I'm just about to make myself a Milo and then I'm going to read a little bit. Honestly, I'm probably not going to read for too long because it's already 9:45 and I'm super tired, but we have all the annotation supplies. So just a blue pen, purple pen, and my tabs and Quicksilver. I'm so intimidated by this book, which I'm not sure why, because it's only 600 pages. But I feel like it's really thick for 600 pages. So anyway, I'm going to make myself a Milo and read. I probably won't check back in tonight either, by the way. So you get a reading update. So far, we're at like 209 pages today. So happy with that. Hello everyone. So I did not end up reading anything else last night. So I think my page count for yesterday was like 209. You guys would see it on the little thing before this clip, but I just had to go and do something, so I've just gotten home and I'm now sitting down and I am going to read Quicksilver. I haven't started it yet. I haven't even really like put my annotation tabs in the front like I usually do yet. I was about to start reading it last night, but I got stuck chatting, so didn't end up reading. So I'm about to do it now. This book is literally so intimidating to me, but it's only like 600 pages, which I think is crazy because this book is so thick compared to other books that are 600 pages. Like For Whom the Bell Tolls is like 700 and something pages and it's thinner than this. So this book really intimidates me. But anyway, we're going to start reading and I'm super excited to read this book. I don't think, because today's Wednesday, I really don't think that I will finish this in this video, but anywho, that's fine by me. I am just gonna read it until I finish it. I'm excited to read this book. I'm about to put my little whimsical fairy forest stuff on the TV and yeah, I'm gonna read in here for a couple of hours. I do have to pick my child up kind of soon. Not kind of soon, it's like 1 o'clock, 1:30. It's 1:20. I have to pick him up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Between 4 and 5. I'm just gonna sit here and read for a bit. I'll check back in later. Hello everyone. So I've done barely any reading today. I ended up falling asleep. I was super tired. I'm feeling very drained. And then when I got up, I washed my hair. So that's why my hair's looking the way that it's looking, but it's going to look really nice tomorrow. I'm very excited for it to, like, me to sleep on it. It's pretty much completely dry. So once I sleep on it, it'll like crunch all the crunch out and it'll look more like this, like this curl. This curl obviously looks like that because it's on the underside, so they don't get like quite as crunchy because it like breaks down the crunch, but the on top stays very crunchy until I sleep on it. But I read one chapter, so I read 10 pages. I'm up to page 10, chapter 2 now. So I'm gonna read for a little bit, and then yeah, I've got like, I'll probably read for like an hour or two, and then I'll be going to bed. So we'll see how much of Quicksilver we get through. Hello everyone. I know I didn't check in much yesterday. I'm really sorry. I did read. I read about 100 pages yesterday, I think, but I haven't read anything today. It is currently 2:30. I have like 2.5 hours until I need to go pick the child up, 2 hours, and I'm gonna sit down and read Quicksilver. I'm up to page 163, so you can see where I'm at. I'm actually really enjoying this book. I really like our main characters. I think they're hilarious. I was just on the phone to Book Bestie, like explaining this book a little bit. I really like this because unlike something like Akatar, where Reese is a really dicky character, even in Akamath, in Akatar, in all of it, he's a really dicky character. I think in Akawar is kind of like his redemption arc to me, but I still really liked Akamath. But yeah, like he's a dicky character. And however, like we're trying to portray Reese as like a good character and a savior and blah, 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 where I don't think he is. I think he's just like trying to work to his end game, like his own end game. That's what I see in Akatar and Akamath. However, in this, you know that Kingfisher is just trying to work at his own game, and we're not trying to make him seem super desirable, and like we're not trying to make him look like this savior and blah blah blah. Like he's like, no, you're a human, you're beneath me, I don't care about you. And it's hilarious, like he's funny as. And then you also have Saris, who is a really, really strong FMC. And again, I was explaining, like, you know, she looks after her brother, who, like, you would think something like Feyre, but no, like, she's actually really strong. And then, like, comparing her to Violet, who is a really strong FMC in a fantasy book, it's still not the same. Like, Violet is still weak in terms of, like, she's physically weak, she's mentally quite strong, but she, you know, like, everyone has a lot of doubt in her, whereas no, Saris is, like, actually strong. Like, she's strong mentally, she's quite strong physically. Like, you know, she takes down a Kingsguard really easily in the first, like, few chapters of the book. So actually she takes down 3 Kingsguards really easily. So like, just like Saris is a really, really strong character, and I really like it. Kingfisher is a really strong character. He's a really dicky character, but he's been a dicky character the whole time, and we're really delving into that. We're not trying to make him look like a good character when you know that he's supposed to be a dicky character. So it's really nice. I actually am really enjoying this book. So Book Bestie was like, oh, what are you rating it? Like, what's it at so far? And I was like, it's too early to give like a proper rating, but we're definitely sitting at like average right now. Like, we're starting at a good spot. Like, we're not starting at like a 1 or a 2 star and working our way from there. Like, it's automatically a 3 no matter what, because the first like third quarter of this book has been really good. So like, it's like a 3 star for me at the moment. So hopefully it just continues on this track. I have heard some people be like, oh, it's like really draggy and blah blah blah, but I can't see it being draggy because we still don't know like the full end goal. Like, we do know the end goal we know the end goal for the tasks she's been set, but I also can't see it ending that quickly. So obviously something goes on. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that kind of like plot device is that extends out their time limit they've been given. So I'm gonna read for an hour or 2 out here and enjoy some heat and sunshine, because we're definitely getting into summer. Like, I'm in short sleeves and shorts now. It's fantastic. I'm loving this weather. So yeah, I do have a dance class tonight, so I don't know how much reading I'll get done later tonight, but right now I have like an hour or 2 to read. So I have my decaf iced coffee. I'm gonna sit out here and read for a bit. Good morning, everyone. I didn't really check in yesterday because it was a bit of a hectic day. Didn't really read. I think I read like 20 pages last night. You guys will see on the tally count. But we will probably get a decent amount of reading done today. I am about to head off to the beach. I've just dropped my child off at his dad's house, so because it's his day with him. And we're going to head down to the beach. And yes, it doesn't look like I'm going to the beach, but I have a bikini on underneath. It's not as warm as I would have hoped it would be at this time in the morning, but that's fine. I made myself a promise this year that as soon as it started to get warmer, because I live in Coomera, so I live like a little bit further away from the beach. My child's dad's house is like between my house and the beach, so to me, I'm like, you know, when I come down here on the weekends, I may as well actually go to the beach. So I am going down to the beach. I'm going to go to the Spit in Surfers Paradise. If you guys are local Queenslanders, you like local Gold Coast people, you guys will know what that is. But it's my favorite place to go. The water's really calm. There's plenty of places to like lay in the sun or like and still be in the shade, which is what I look for. I look to be like in a mixture of sun and shade so I can like protect my face a lot more. I brought sunscreen, got a towel, got my book, got my annotation supplies, and we're gonna go down there. So I'll check in with you guys when we get there. It's a 25-minute run. So we're gonna head down there and I'll check in with you when we set up on the beach. So made it down to the beach, just set up my little towel and got my book ready to go. I am pretty much going to sit in the sun for like 20 minutes before I put anything on. I am getting so many freckles because we're coming into summer and I'm loving it. But yeah, I'm going to sit in the sun for like 20 minutes without putting any sunscreen on, and then I'm going to apply some sunscreen so I don't burn to a crisp. But like I do want to get like some actual vitamin D and, you know, a little bit of a tan and stuff, and the sun feels so nice on my back. So I'm just going to read for like 20 minutes and then I'm going to throw sunscreen on. Okay, so I've left the beach because I felt like I was getting really hot, but I really wanted to get myself a bubble tea. So we're in Chinatown in Southport because my favorite bubble tea shop is here. It's Mandy's Bubble Tea. If you know, you know. It's so fairly priced and tastes so good. So I'm just gonna quickly go and get a bubble tea and then I'm going to head home. I don't think I realistically got like super sunburn. I don't really know. I did put sunscreen on. I'm gonna go get this bubble tea and then drive home. Also, I don't know how much checking in I'll do at home because people are home in a week. So okay, so I am home. I finished my bubble tea in the car. I did have a shower, clearly, but I didn't actually wash my hair because I didn't go for a swim at the beach. So I just wet it, put some conditioner in it, and then a little bit of moisture mousse and heat protectant because I'm probably going to actually style my hair later because I do need to film some content tomorrow. I am only going to be reading for about an hour because I hate when I say that like that. It reminds me of the joke like, why did the chicken cross the road? Because anyway, I'm only going to read for about an hour or so because I do really need to get a video edited and uploaded for tomorrow, which is my swapping screen time for reading. So I really need to get that video edited and uploaded for tomorrow. I'm going to go and read for an hour. I'm actually going to set an alarm on my phone for like 1:30 so I can go and edit for an hour because I need to pick the child up at 3, so I need to leave here at about 2:30, pick him up at 3, and I'm going to my mum's straight after because that's what we do every Sunday. Me and my child, we go to my mum's afterwards. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to put my whimsical little enchanted forest on and then read. Okay everyone, so that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. You guys saw my thoughts and opinions on the 2 books that we read, which was Taming 7 and Quicksilver. I'm so happy. Actually, I don't think you guys would have seen it in this because I didn't quite finish it in this video. But if you saw my reading wrap up, I will link it down below. I did give like obviously a full review in my reading wrap up. I think I ended up rating it 5 stars and like 2.5 chili spice or something. It was definitely a 5-star read. One of my favorite fantasy books that I've read this year. It's in like top 5. The ones that are like top 5 is Quicksilver, Onyx Storm, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and Keeping 13. They're like my top 4 reads, excuse me, and it's really hard to pick which one I prefer. I have days where Onyx Storm is number 1. I have days where For Whom the Bell Tolls is number 1. I have days where Keeping 13 is number 1, and now I have days where Quicksilver is number 1. So yeah, I really had fun filming this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please like the video, subscribe, comment down below, turn on your notifications. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. They'll be linked on the screen as well as in the description below. I will also link my reading wrap up in the description below as well. So if you want to see my thoughts and opinions on Taming 7 and Quicksilver, it'll be in that. If you would like any annotated books, because in this video you guys saw that I annotated both Taming 7 and Quicksilver. So if you would like an annotated copy of Quicksilver or Taming 7, head over to my Etsy. The username will be on the screen for you, as well as like a link straight to my Etsy shop will be in the description box below as well. It always is, even if I don't mention it in my videos, it's always down there. So yeah, that's it from me today, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.